Welcome back to Cosmoholics Anonymous. I am your favorite mother bougie vintage, and today's video is a story time. We are back to the astrology, honey. This is the Pisces story. And this time the story is about a girl I used to be friends with. So let's get into the astrology. So the Pisces date range is from February 19th to March 20th. My sister is actually born on March 19th, so she's a Pisces. She's almost a cusp to Aries. So this story is not going to be too long. It's pretty short, but basically what happened was I used to love going to concerts. Like, I freaking adore concerts. I like music a lot, as you guys know, and so I'm a big concert goer, okay? And so Rihanna was coming to Toronto for her Loud tour, and I wanted to go to a Rihanna concert, and that's one of the people that I always want to see in concert, but I never have. Oh, my say. Babe, we're getting a visitor. Why are you screaming at daddy? And you're hitting me. Why? Why, munchies? You want to eat, chubby girl? Okay. Chunky monkey. As we were saying. So I wanted to go to Rihanna's concert, and so obviously the tickets sold out immediately online. So I didn't get to purchase them online, and so I'm like to my friend, let's just scalp tickets, because I scalp tickets all the time. Like, it's the people that are usually standing outside of the freaking concerts are to like scalp tickets. They're usually people that were able to get them when they came out, and then they're just selling them for way more than they should be. You have to go the day of or the day before. Usually it's the day of. So I was like to my friend, we'll call her Alexis. So I'm like, Alexis, let's go to Ree's concert. Like, I really want to go. She's like, I know, I want to go too, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, okay, cool. Alexis had attachment issues to her friggin' boyfriend, and so she wanted her boyfriend to come too. And I'm like, so what? I'm supposed to be like a third wheel? Like, what's really good? But I really didn't care, because I wasn't really going for Alexis's company, even though it would be nice to have company at the concert. I was going for Miss Rihanna. Okay. So, I'm like, yeah, let's scalp tickets. She's like, have you done that before? And I'm like, I always do it. Like, it's not a big deal. Salem, keep spitting my nipple out. So I'm like, it's not a big deal. And she's like, okay, fine. Me and Kevin, we'll say. Me and Kevin are gonna come with you. And I was like, okay, cool. So it's the day of the concert. We go downtown, and we're outside of the ACC, and there's lots of ticket scalpers out there. And so basically you have to like go to different ones to see who has the best pricing, because as the time is going and it's closer to the time the concert's supposed to start, and the people are still out there with your tickets, they can't sell their tickets, the price goes down. And so like sometimes you'll be out there when it's early, and they try to sell their concert tickets for like $400, and you're like, run up. Like, nobody's buying your fuck ass concert tickets for $400. Like, what are you gonna do if you can't sell them? Then you wasted money, unless you got them for free, and that's why you're selling them, because you don't care about Rihanna. We waited, and so the price that we were getting was like $200. The guy would not go below $200. And so Kevin is being extra, because he thought he was a hood man. He's a waist you. Like, he was being extra, and he's trying to like page the guy and tell him like, yo, like, that's too much. That's too much. Like, bring it down to 100. The concerts are gonna start just now, fam. Like, come on, okay? And so and so I'm just like, I wasn't gonna argue. I was just like, I want to see Ree. Let's just pay the $200 and go inside. But Kevin insisted that the guy drop his tickets down. Kevin ends up getting the guy to go down to 180. 180 was the max. The guy said, I'm not budging past 180. So we're like, okay, cool. So I'm very cautious when it comes to buying tickets outside of a concert. I'm just like, I say to them that we should, one person buy a ticket and try to get into the concert, and if it's faulty, then we get our money back from the guy. If your ticket's faulty and you go and try to get into the concert, you're going to get either in trouble, or you're going to be told you can't be let in because your tickets are fake. And so the guy outside the concert, if we had taken all the tickets and went all together without the scalper, then we could be getting screwed because the scalper is going to take off. You know what I mean? So I bought my ticket and they bought their tickets. We were standing there with the guy, and I was like, okay, let me just go. And they're like, no, the concert is gonna start. Like, let's just go. And the guy's trying to tell us, like, he's telling us that he's insulted. I'm like, sir, we don't know you from Adam. We didn't meet you on Kijiji or Craigslist. Like, you're a stranger with supposed Rihanna tickets. We can't just accept the tickets. We can't just accept tickets. This is $180 each ticket that we're giving you the money for. And so if we take these tickets, then you're gonna scurry off if they're not legit. And so he's like, they're legit tickets. Look at the hologram. All this bullshit. And I'm just like, listen, sir, I don't care. I don't give one damn. I'm going to go and verify that this ticket is real. They said they don't care. They're gonna take the tickets regardless. And I was just like, okay, do you. So we walk up to the freaking thing. We leave the guy because they're like, they wanted to go inside. The concert's gonna start. They're like, I thought you said you did this before. And I'm like, I have. And this is what I do every time. I don't just give them my money and go inside like a freaking idiot. I wait to see if the tickets are real or not, because you can get scammed. That's just, it is what it is. And so they were insisting that we just go inside. They trusted this man that they didn't know from nowhere. Like I said, we walk up to the ACC and we're getting our ticket scanned, and we find out real quick that they were not legitimate tickets. And I was like, oh, okay. So by the time we get outside, we see that the guy is not standing there anymore, but we can see that he's gone and he's walking off to the freaking parking lot to get into his vehicle. But Kevin was not gonna let him do that. So Kevin decides that he's gonna chase after the guy and freaking start whooping the man's ass. Now, at concerts, there's usually police and there's usually security there, so that was not going to go down very smoothly. What did I call the girl? Alexis is there screaming. She's like, Kevin, stop it, blah, 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 blah. Just get the money back. And I'm just like, oh my freaking God, this is so ratchet. This is ratchet as hell. So Kevin's whooping the guy's ass. The guy's fighting back. So he's not really whooping his ass because he's fighting back, but the guy got ambushed because Kevin attacked him from behind. Like I said before, I said that one of us should go try to get in, and if the one person can't get in, then we know the tickets are fake. But nobody wants to listen to Lil L Bougie. Everybody wants to be like, no, let's just go. And I was like, okay. So he's beating up the guy in the parking lot now, and they're in a big fight, and these freaking security guards come running over, and they're trying to tear the fight apart, and they're calling the police and all kinds, and I'm just like, oh my God, this is a hot fucking mess. So they have freaking Kevin detained. Me and Alexis are standing there looking puzzled as frig, and I'm trying to talk to the guy, and I'm trying to tell him, okay, well, you need to give me my money back because you told me that the tickets were real and the tickets are fake, and I want my money back. And so the guy's like, he was under the impression that they were real tickets. He got them from somebody else. I said, no, you didn't. I said, you obviously printed these out yourself. You printed out this little hologram sticker. I don't know how you did. You used a Cricut machine and made a damn hologram and printed that bitch out and stuck it on this ticket, and you made the tickets look real. And so he's like, honestly, no, I did not. I was under the impression that these are real tickets. That's why I was saying I was insulted and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, bullshit. I was calling bullshit. Either way, I got my money back. I got her money back. And I got freaking Kevin's money back. However, that was irrelevant because he was never going to see the $180 again because he ended up getting arrested for freaking attacking the man. The man was Caucasian, okay? The man was Caucasian, and the security isn't really going to take Kevin's word for it that Kevin wasn't the aggressor, because Kevin was the aggressor. Regardless of the fact that the guy scammed us, Kevin still didn't have the right to put his hands on nobody. Kevin didn't have the right to put his hands on anybody, and so because of that, because he was detained or whatever, they had him arrested and they were waiting for the police to show up and for the freaking ticket guy, the ticket guy to give his statement and all kinds. So Kevin ends up getting hauled off once the police get there, and so now homegirl's looking at me, Alexis is looking at me and blaming me for Kevin's arrest. Like I was the one that told Kevin to attack the man. What? And so I didn't understand this because all I wanted to do was go to the concert. I said that I wanted her to come with me. I didn't say, and if it wasn't for her tagging Kevin's ass along, we would have went into the concert the way that I do it. But because Kevin was there, she wanted to listen to Kevin's ass talking about, no, let's just go inside. And I'm just like, okay. because clearly you're lacking common sense. We're lucky we even got the money back, but that's neither here nor there. So she's pissed at me now, and she's saying that this is all my fault that Kevin's locked up because it was my idea to go to this stupid concert and I didn't know what I was talking about and the tickets were fake and all kinds. And I'm like, first of all, you're lucky you even got your money back. That's number one. Number two, your boyfriend is a freaking idiot. That has nothing to do with me. That's all you, okay? All you and his mama. And thirdly, he's probably not even gonna do any time for this. Like, it's just a freaking, it's dumb, whatever. Fast forward, we go home. Whatever. I message her and I'm like, have you heard from Kevin? And then she's just like, not yet. And so I was just like, okay, well, let me know what the tea is, you know, just to offer her a little bit of support, even though she was being feisty and blaming me for his arrest. And so a day later, she messages me and she tells me that they gave him a promise to appear, which is just basically like you get arrested, but you get let go the same night or whatever, so it's not a big deal. You just have to go to court or say you're gonna show up at court, and then that's that, and then you deal with it from there. But he didn't have to do a hard time about it. Either way, the Pisces girl was out here mad at me for her man's mistakes, and I don't get it. To this day I don't get it. We're not friends no more, by the way, because I don't do well with stupidity. Generally, I get along with Pisces. I like Pisces. Pisces are pretty cool. You know, Taurus and Pisces vibe nicely. So me and the girl always got along. She was a Pisces, but Kevin is a Leo. And Taurus and Leo already don't get along. So I wasn't really here for Kevin to begin with. But I'm going to give you guys insights on the Taurus Pisces relationship as friends and the Leo and Pisces relationship as a couple. And Leos in general are very loud. They're loud, they're obnoxious, some of them, especially the men. I can't stand the men. Ugh. And and they like to rule, period. They're lions, right? So they like to be they like to be bossed up and stuff, and they're usually waste men. So I don't know what that's about, but it's just a facade. Anyway, because of that, Pisces is very easygoing, and so Pisces is kind of like do, and she just kind of listens to whatever the Leo has to say, because he was saying, let's just go. Like, he was acting like Rihanna was gonna call him on stage and give him a damn lap dance. No, my that's not what's going to happen. Like, just chill. Who cares if the concert's about to start? I'm sure she still had an opener to go. Anyway, so like I told you guys in the last one, Taurus is ruled by Venus, which is the planet of beauty, child. And Pisces is ruled by Neptune. One thing I remember about our relationship was that we had really good conversation. And in all honesty, I truly believe that if it weren't for her Leo meddling ass boyfriend, we would still be friends. But he just had a spell on her. Like, he really had a spell on her, and so we couldn't maintain our friendship because, one, she's the type of girl that would always put whoever she was dating before me. We were really close, so I mean, like, if she got a boyfriend, she would kind of push me to the wayside. And I told you guys, my mom did the same thing, and I went to shit. You're not going to do that. You're going to try to find a balance, because there's no reason that you're going to start pushing me away just because you got a man now. That doesn't even make any sense. Like, what? Where do you get off? Who do you think you are to just push me to the wayside? Like, no, I'm gonna have a fit about it, because it's disrespectful, because I'm not like that. I don't do that. Like, if I have a boyfriend, I'm still gonna make time for my friends. Like, I'm not just gonna be like, F you, bitch. Like, no, that's not me. And so that's how my Pisces friend was. Anytime she got a boyfriend, she would do it. And so I just got fed up, because I'm just like, first of all, none of your relationships are lasting. So for you to be pushing me to the side, your friend that's been your friend since God knows how long, like since childhood, you don't have the right to push me away just because you found a new buddy to fuck. Okay? Now, it's not going down like that. And so what would happen was, every single time she would get a new boyfriend, she would push me away. And how much abuse is little El Bougie gonna take? Absolutely none. So I was just like, ixnay on the friendship. Like, I'm not gonna do this anymore because it's really not fair. Like, it's just not fair. But generally, Pisces are pretty cool people, and I don't really have a problem with Pisces. So shout out to the Pisces gang. You know, Riri's a Pisces herself. And so a part of the issue with the friendship, even though we could have a solid friendship, is that Taurus are realists. Like, we're out here for the facts, okay? Cold hard facts. We don't beat around the bush. We just give it to you straight, no chaser. Whereas Pisces is a little bit more on the emotional side, and they are usually the type to concentrate on like feelings and emotions, and that's why she's there getting stigmatized all the time. For Taurus and Pisces, Taurus is really materialistic, whatever, and Pisces is more, I might not shave my legs to wear this dress. You know what I mean? Like, Pisces is more chill that way. We were opposites in that sense. Like, I was really always groomed and stuff and trying to do this face and stuff, whereas she was like a lipstick and mascara kind of girl. But it was a good balance of the two. Now, when we were going out to the club, it was a little much for me. I mean, I felt like she could have put a little bit more effort into her look when we were clubbing, but it was really none of my business. I wasn't gonna page her on that. That wasn't, I would never ever do that. If you're comfortable going out with lip gloss and mascara, do you? But I'm gonna get this beat, okay? Pisces is a water sign and Taurus is an earth sign, and that's exactly why we are compatible. And so one of us is a bull and the other one is a fish. And so as a bull, my mindset is more practical and the Pisces mind is more emotional. Sometimes you have to take your emotions out of things to see the bigger picture, but my friend struggled with that. And not necessarily speaking of the freaking ticket situation, no. Just in general, my friend struggled with that. And I felt like she was always looking for, she was like a hopeless romantic. And she was definitely a hopeless romantic, like freaking Teresa from Passions. Like, she was always with somebody new. I always tried to like level with her and I tried to have the conversation with her where I'm explaining, look, you can't keep doing this to me. You can't keep saying like, you don't have time for me because you are with freaking Terrell this week and freaking Malcolm next week. Like, no, you can't keep doing that, because eventually it's not just going to be them that's not lasting. Like, I'm not going to be here for you when you need me the most. I definitely got fed up with her emotional state, and she felt that, and so that's how our friendship kind of deteriorated, because it was just like, I just couldn't take it. Like, I just can't take when people are just always in their feelings. Like, I really just can't take it. It's too much for me to handle. I'm just like, can you just be normal for a minute? Just 1 minute. And a part of the problem is that Taurus is I can be very cold, and I know that. And my feelings can switch on and off like a light switch. It's black or white. There's no gray area for me. And with Pisces, it's the opposite. And they can't do that. They don't know how to turn it on and turn it off. And they are a lot more compassionate than the Taurus is. Now, any other Pisces, I would say that with Taurus, it's balanced really nicely. The friendship balances out itself. Even like a relationship, I feel like a Taurus and a Pisces could date as well. Like, I feel like a guy Pisces and a girl Pisces, or a girl Pisces and a guy Pisces, or whatever your flavor is, whatever you like. You could date and have a really healthy relationship because there's just so much balance between the two. They really complement each other, because what you don't have to offer as a Taurus, your Pisces mate would, and what your Pisces mate has to offer that you don't, vice versa. You know what I mean? And so that's the best part about the relationship. That's why the relationship can work out, as long as Taurus doesn't get fed up with your ass, okay? The best match for a Pisces is definitely a Virgo or a Taurus. which makes sense because Taurus and Virgo are actually a great match as well. But we're gonna get into the Virgo story another day, child. We're gonna get to the Virgos in September. But I like Virgos for the most part, but there's always just that one person that just be ruining it for the bunch. Okay, so some weaknesses that a Pisces will face are that they are too trusting, they daydream too much, they're just like in their own world imagining all kinds of fuckery and they don't get to come back to reality as much as, or they spend too much time out of reality. And they also can be very fearful. They enjoy being alone. They love music. I think everybody loves music, so that's really neither here nor there. They love sleeping. That's for damn sure. The Pisces are very friendly people. That's why Rihanna is such a queen, because do you guys, have you ever heard anything bad about Rhi? Like, she is definitely a friendly god. Like, she's the friendliest of the friendly, and you could just tell she's super sweet. Pisces are sweet people. They really are. If you give them a chance, you'll get to like them. You get to know them, you get to like them. Pisces are also not very judgmental. That's why I said you could always have a great conversation with the Pisces. The only thing is they are always forgiving as well, and that can be a downfall, especially in relationships, because if you're a Pisces and you're in a relationship with somebody that keeps doing you wrong, dirty and cheating and stuff, and you're gonna keep forgiving them and staying with them, which she was on and off in a lot of her relationships, you kind of lose yourself, and that's the last thing you want to do as a human being, much less a Pisces. Like, you don't want to lose yourself in a relationship. That's not something that anybody should really be looking to do. Pisces have a sense of loyalty to them, and they are very gentle people. They're not very hot-tempered or anything like that, or easy to anger. And they love to be in love, and they love a good solid relationship, but you have to find the right person to be in a relationship with. Otherwise, your ass gonna be bouncing from relationship to relationship. And that's what I said. She was a hopeless romantic. So some of these traits are definitely sticking and kicking. One thing I will say that is positive is that Pisces are go-getters. So girls, go get you a Pisces man, because he's probably about them pockets. What I remember about her is that she always was at work, and she loved to work, but her weekends were her weekends, and she would just kick back and chill, and we'd go party. And she was always looking to get promoted at her job or to make more money. Like, she's a hustler. She's a hustler, baby. Kudos to Pisces for that. And look at Miss Rhi. Rhi got the money and the shmoney coming in from all directions. She's got a new lingerie line that's a collab with another company that's coming out. She got her stance socks. She has Fenty Beauty. She got her music. She got all kinds of funds, okay? She has her foundation. She has her charities that she does. She has her collabs with Dior. She has her collabs with Manolo. Like, listen, the money don't stop with Pisces. Pisces are definitely go-getters, and I love me a go-getter, and I can respect me a go-getter, okay? Last but not least, one thing I remember about Pisces is that they are very, very, very funny people, and they love to laugh, especially the men. If you know any Pisces men, you know that they like to laugh. So if you was trying to find your way into a Pisces man's wallet, you better know how to tell some jokes, sister. But yeah, I think everybody loves to laugh. But no, because there are some people that are very serious and they don't laugh, and you're just like, why are you even existing right now? Like, please go. But Pisces is not that. Pisces is definitely here for a good giggle, okay? As for the women Pisces are definitely a little bit more sensitive, so you have to be careful with what you say to them, because one minute they might be up and the next minute they might be a little sad of something you said, because like I said, they are emotional beings. Keep in mind that if you come across a Pisces, they might be very spiritual, they might be very intuitive, and a little psychic. You know, they go with their gut a lot. They probably ain't going to the lottery or anytime soon. But they are definitely in tune with their intuition. And I actually have another story about her, but I'm not going to share it just yet because it has nothing to do with being Pisces. I actually wanted to share the story for a long time, but because of the type of story it is, I feel like I shouldn't share it. I don't know, like, And the last thing I want to say about this Pisces in particular was that I found that she lived a little bit of a double life. She was very wild in that sense, and I ain't gonna get into no details, but I found that she lived a double life, and I was shocked. I was shocked at her behaviors. Okay, so I don't know if that's necessarily associated with all Pisces, but it was associated with this Pisces girl. And yeah, she definitely was living some double life, chat, okay? But that is none of my business. Anyway, you guys, I love you all. Remember, if you have anything you want to share about astrology for this season, Pisces season, you can email me bo.astrolo.t, I think. I'm going to double check that email, but there's an email that you can email me and share some stuff, and I will gladly come back and do some more astrology videos. It's hard to keep up with the stuff now, you guys, because I got all kinds of stuff going on. It's hard enough to film as it is, so now that I'm adding new things to my channel, it's just like, ooh. But yeah, I'm trying my hardest, so bear with me. I love you all, and I'll definitely see you in the next one.